Begin with an update from O'Neill. More tonight on the hospital and school impacted by Monday's explosion at the St. Patrick's Parish Center. St. Mary's Catholic School released a statement saying a structural engineer evaluated both buildings and found them structurally sound. There is still work that needs to be done before the buildings can be used once again. Now, school officials have decided to move their students to alternate locations to continue school until those repairs can be finalized. As plans are being put into place, school leaders say classes will resume next week in another location. As of right now, there is not an official start date. Meanwhile, the Avera Medical Group O'Neill Physical Occupational Therapy and Sleep Lab, it actually reopened today. This does not include the specialist clinic. As for the rest of the hospital, it will remain closed as they work on repairs to the building. The damages stem from an explosion at the St. Patrick's Parish Center in O'Neill Monday. That explosion came from a low-speed collision from a car onto a gas tank 50 minutes prior to the explosion. The explosion then blew out windows for blocks and damaged the school and hospital next to it. O'Neill police have not yet released any information on the actual explosion.